Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is another sewing update. I've been doing quite a lot of sewing recently. I'm really enjoying sewing the kid stuff for my son, and those have been turning out really cute and I've been loving it. I've also tried to do a few more things for me as well, which have had some mixed successes. It is getting a bit costly though, buying all this fabric, so I may have to like slow down the sewing, but I do have like kind of a decent stack of things here. So I start with the things that I've done for myself. So these ones are going to be really hard to actually see on the camera. They are some leggings. They are the Style Arc Laura leggings, and I used some jersey plain, kind of dark green jersey fabric from Pound Fabrics. So the pattern is fairly simple. It's just one pattern piece, which is the leg, and then you cut it out twice, one for each leg, and the waistband is just rolled over. I did make the Style Arc pencil skirt, which I forget what that's called. Is that Style Arc? I think so. No, maybe it was Elemental. No, it was Sew House 7 Elemental pencil skirt, and they had the same thing where you have elastic in the waistband, but you just wrap the fold the waistband over and then sew the elastic on. Sew it onto the elastic, and I don't love it as a waistband. I also used 1 inch elastic because that's what I had. The pattern called for 1.5 inches. So the thicker elastic would be a bit more comfortable, I think, but also these are just too long for me. So the waist goes up too high at the front, and then they're just too long in the legs. So they need to be shortened for next time, really, because they just roll up at the ankle because they're just far too long for me. I'm not as tall as I thought, clearly. But also I think the waistband wouldn't be quite as high if the elastic was thicker, because I only folded it over enough to cover the elastic, so I would have folded it over a bit more had I used thicker elastic. As you may be able to see, the top stitching I did on the waistband is really terrible. It's a really visible colour. I used a double needle thing and really struggled to get it to sew neatly. There are periods where it's sewn nicely, and then other bits where it just kept dropping the stitches, and they are all the bits that now have all like come up, come loose, ripped. The stitches have ripped out as I've been wearing them. So I have worn them and they are pretty comfortable. They are wearable. Like I said, they're a bit too long, but they are totally wearable. The fabric is just thick enough to cover everything, but in a lighter colour it would definitely be see-through, so I don't really feel super like confident wearing them out, and they are like, it's not thick enough to really like cover all the lumps and bumps, so it like, I don't know, they're just not really a wearing outside kind of a garment. I want to make this again, maybe using different fabric, and I would make them shorter. I'd use thicker elastic around the waist, and I would do some better top stitching, hopefully. So they were okay, but they weren't fantastic. I have got another Style Arc pattern, which is these ones, and this is woven fabric. I don't know why I bought like a really similar like colour. I mean, they are different. This is more of a green. This is has a bit more of a bluey element to it. I don't know what all these colours are called really, but I don't know why I just went green for both. I went for dark colours, I think, because I didn't want the fabric to be see-through, and I thought that would be a better way of making sure. And I didn't want to go for blue because I already have jeans and they're blue, so I went for green, but I just ended up with 2 green pairs of trousers now. These were also Style Arc, and they're the Barry trousers, I think, the Barry pants. So they're a woven fabric. They have this little ruffle around the waist, which it's called a paper bag waist on their website. But it just gives you this little kind of ruffle at the top, which I think is kind of cute, and it has like pockets at the side in the seam, and then it has this like faux fly front bit as well. They taper in a bit at the bottom, which you cannot see at all on here. There's little like dart or pleat or something in the bottom of them, and then they're a tiny bit cropped as well. So I think these look quite good when you see them in person, and when you see them on the hanger, like, they look like a pair of trousers, definitely. They just don't fit me great. My body shape has changed since having a baby, and it just seems to be like a different size and shape every day as well, which doesn't help. They just don't really like fit me around the tummy very nicely, and they just come up a bit high. And this is a problem that I have with trousers, is they just come up too high in the front. So I think I would have to adjust the pattern. And again, it's just getting a bit costly to buy fabric to make up clothes to like see if it fits and stuff. So I don't know. Anyway, this is a linen fabric, again from Pound Fabrics. I kind of like that, but I don't know, it wasn't an amazing success anyway. So on to a top. This is my most recent make for myself. I finished this just the other day. So it is got quite a scooped neck, and then it's got long sleeves, and then it has a cute little peplum at the bottom. So this is the Skater Valley dress, but this is the top version. This was a free pattern, and as a pattern it's quite good, I think. So I wanted something that was long sleeve because I don't have a lot of long sleeve clothes, and I thought we're getting into autumn, that would help. I thought the little peplum was quite cute, and I can also try making it in the dress version. I went for the scoop neck because I don't like things tightly around my neck, and I kind of wish I hadn't gone quite so scooped because it just looks a bit odd, I think, with the rest of the, like when you hold it up it just looks very low in an odd way. I had some of this teal coloured ribbing left over, so I used that around the neckband to make it a little bit different, to break up just this wall of like curtain like fabric, which I love, but it is very curtainy, isn't it? And I don't know if I love that. Same with the top that I'm wearing now, which we'll come on to in a minute. I don't know how I feel about it. But the pattern was good and I liked it, and yeah, pleased with this. It is a size too small. It's I think they're based in Australia, but it seems to be using US sizes, but I think Australian and US sizes are the same anyway. But when I looked at the size chart, and I can never ever figure out what size I am, because they always tell you to use your measurements and not rely on your size in normal shops, which makes sense, except my measurements never actually make any sense. And so in the bust I was a size 4, in the waist I was a size 8, and in the hips I was a size 10. But it said to go with your bust measurement, so I went with the 4, and I think I should have gone with the 6. Which wouldn't have been any of my measurements that it came up on the chart. So this fits, but it is a little snug. So I also made myself this jumper that I'm wearing, which is going to be my Halloween jumper, and it is this black fabric with multicoloured rainbow spiders and spider webs. It is a French terry fabric. It was from Pound Fabrics again. Just bought a bunch of stuff off there, and yeah, I like the fabric. This is the Waves and Wild Dolman Dogwood sweater or something like that. Anyway, I've made it a bunch of times for my son, and this is just like the adult version. It's a really simple, easy pattern. Most of the pattern pieces are fairly straight. Everything's very symmetrical, apart from the front neckline just a bit lower. I decided to use the ribbing on the cuffs and on the neckline. I don't know if I love it. Also, I got ribbing in like this tiny little packet, and I should have bought it like, you know, by the half meter or something. So it wasn't the right size for the cuffs, so I had to put like 2 pieces together. So now there's like a seam join on the inside of the sleeve, which is a little bit, feels a bit funny, but it's fine. I'm pleased with it. I went for a size medium. I don't know if I should have gone for a small. It fits, but it is a bit loosey. My son was a bit jealous that he didn't have one, so I had loads of fabric left over, because as well as not being able to understand the size guide, I can never understand how much fabric I need. The pattern said 1.6 meters. I bought 2 meters because you had to buy by the meter, and I could have made it in a meter, and especially if I'd gone down to the size small. But even the size medium, I definitely could have made that in a meter. So anyway, I had like a meter left over, so I made the toddler version one, which I just think is so cute. I didn't have enough of the blue, the teal ribbed fabric left, but I actually think I kind of like it better without that anyway. So this is the Waves and Wild dolman dogwood sweater or whatever it's called, and so I've just made him a little matching one, which is super cute. And that's such an easy pattern, especially the kids one, because all the pattern pieces are quite straight lined. Like the sleeves are this kind of like triangular shape, and then the front and back bodices are almost squares, just with the sleeve hole and the neck hole just as a little curve. Everything is symmetrical, front and back of the sleeves is the same and stuff, so it makes it super easy. So I've made him 4 of these, so they're all the same apart from different fabric. So the one I'd made before this was this one, which also matches a jumper that I have in this same fabric with the people on, except that his has yellow and red sleeves, waistband and neck band. Mine just has the fabric all the way around. It's so cute. I think it looks really bright and fun, and it looks quite different from the spiderweb one, even though it's exactly the same. It's just obviously like totally different fabric. I did show in a previous video that I'd made in this one with the dinosaur fabric and the green sleeves. And so I also, because I had some of that dinosaur stuff left over, have made him some matching leggings, which also look really cute. I didn't have enough fabric to do a whole second leg, so I had to put the green in the middle there. I did try to pattern match the dinosaurs, and I thought I was going to be able to do it, and then it just became this complete nightmare, and I spent an hour trying to do it and failed. I just put the green in, and I actually like the green, so I put the green in the waistband, and then also did one of the cuffs in green, and then it kind of matches the green in the sleeves of the jumper as well. So I thought as a set, that's gonna look really, really cute. So these were the Waves and Wild leggings that I cannot remember the name of. Nope. They're Waves and Wild anyway, which is a good place to go if you want kids patterns, and they do have some free ones on there. Lightning leggings, that's it, and I think they're the free ones. So these are lightning leggings. Anyway, I feel like this was very rambly and I've just whizzed through about a million things. So, hope you liked that. Please give me a like if you did and subscribe and leave a comment. And my battery's going to die, so I will see you next time.